Alexis, I hope you are all doing well today. I don't know if you caught it, but a few days ago, my friend Pete Hughes, he did a live showcasing what comes in our new monthly craft box. So this month's craft box is called our Festive Craft Box, and I don't know if the title gives it away, but it's obviously for festive makes. You probably actually could make this a year-round on one of the particular die sets that comes in it, and I'll give you an idea of that in just a minute. But I think what I love about this particular craft box is you're getting an introduction into our new festive collection. So we came out with a new range of cardstock, sculpting foam, glitter, sequins, and beads, all around this new colorway. So I'm gonna go into what you get in the box, and that way you get an idea of what you can make with it, but also give you an introduction into our new festive collection. So first things first, I'm going to go through the dies. We have these really nice dies coming in from kind of like a Christmas but holiday feel. I actually feel like this geometric frame right here, this geometric winter frame, I really feel like this could be year-round. You could make this spring, you can make this autumn, fall, summer. It all really just depends on the colors you're choosing to decorate with. But I genuinely think like this is a good year-round die, especially the geometric part of it. It's a really nice staple piece to have in your cards, your scrapbook making, home decor pieces. You're also going to get this really cool script font phrases, but this one's called Winter Phrases. And so you get 4 little sentiments: merry and bright, joy, and Noel. Perfect for card making. Even if you're going to do some Christmas decorating around the house, I think this would be really cute on ornaments as well if you cut them out of vinyl. Because these are some small intricate pieces, we are also including our Sizzix adhesive sheets. There's 10 in a pack. This basically turns anything into a sticker, which is fantastic when you're having to glue down script type fonts. It just can get really messy with a liquid adhesive, so this is where the adhesive sheets really come in handy. Then you're also going to get from the new festive glitters, there's 5 in a pack, but in our craft box, you're going to get a sample of 2 of the 5 colors. So they're going to vary between the packs, but I've got pink fizz and white in my pack. And then you're also going to get 2 of our gold sequins and beads. So again, if you're not familiar, we have our color story, which is our normal cardstock pack, and in that we've got 20 colors, but then we've also gone through and coordinated our products and other making essentials to line up with those colors. So these are one of our metallic sequins and beads towers, and if you're interested in the full color range, you can see it on Sizzix.com or Sizzix.co.uk, but you're going to get 2 of the 5. Again, it's going to vary between your packs. And now we get to my favorite part of it. I love cardstock. I've loved cardstock for a really long time, and these colors I think might be some of my favorites that we've done yet. So you're gonna get 1 of each of our new festive cardstock ranges, and you'll see you've got some really traditional tones in there, but you've also got some really nice bright pops of color, and then you've got some neutrals in here to really round out all of the color. I honestly love this pack. I'm a little obsessed with it. You're also going to get an introduction, if you're not familiar with it, into our Opulent Cardstock. So we have 5 different Opulent packs. This one in the pack, the craft box for this month, is our gold. You're going to get 2 of each style. So there's glitter, there's metallic, brushed metal, a pearl. You're going to get 2 of each of those. So if you haven't tried our Opulent cardstocks yet, this is the perfect opportunity to get a kind of a taste of how they work. And then to round it all out, you're going to get 5 pieces of white cardstock, heavy duty, and this is the perfect thing for card bases or to round out any of your other makes. So I'm going to give you a little peek as to what I'm going to be making today with the items in our craft box. I love decorating for the holidays by doing little home decor frames. So what I love about this is that you can customize your color palette to fit in your home. So if you've got brighter tones in your home, then this is a great opportunity to pull in that like olive color and that aqua and like the pinks. But if you've got more of a traditional style home where you have dark tones, you could also do something with a darker base and brighter reds and pinks and golds, keep it more of like a traditional way. I'm gonna be creating this one today, but I wanted to show you this one just so you can see that how you can change up the exact same layout just by using different colors. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to customize home pieces using just different color variations. So I've pre-cut some of these pieces. I am gonna cut a few real quick just to round it out. And I'll show you the dies. So this is the die set for the Geo Winter frame. You can see you've got some really nice foliage elements. This one makes a really nice flower. You've got some berries, a pine cone, lots of light, nice little pieces. I'm gonna cut out a few things that I am missing. I am gonna grab my gold real quick and cut this down. So what I've done with all of my papers is I've backed them in an adhesive sheet because I knew I wanted this to lay flat. I wasn't gonna make it dimensional. So to make that easier for myself when I'm gluing all these small intricate pieces together, I was like, I'm just gonna put adhesive sheets on the back of all of this and make my life a lot easier. So I've got some of the floral pieces I'm gonna line up on here. I know I want some more of these cut out. I think I'm gonna get one of these berries as well. I think the greatest thing about foliage sets is you can really build up your pieces however you want. So if you want lots of flowers, you can cut out lots of flowers. If you want lots of foliage, you can. There is so many great ideas on different ways that you can customize your pieces for your homes. And because I'm cutting through adhesive sheets, I am just going to run this through twice because I'm cutting through 2 layers essentially. And then we'll start pulling our pieces off. So a die pick is probably going to be one of your best friends in this because these are intricate pieces. I'm just going to kind of go in and push them through so they come out, because sometimes the adhesive sheet on the back will get caught. And it's not that it didn't cut, it definitely cut, it just didn't necessarily cut all the way through the adhesive sheet, especially on these more intricate ones. But it always cuts through that top layer, so you can peel them out like I'm doing right now, and it's okay if there's a little bit of the white left from behind. And then I've got a couple more of these pieces. I think I might want to cut one more of these leaves real quick. Yeah, I want one. And then you can see that I've got some of the flowers. And the nice thing about this one is you can cut it a couple times and stack them up. And then I've got a couple of my holly berries right here. And I like doing things in untraditional color palettes. That's one of my favorite things to do. So I've done mine with the Gold Glitter Cardstock just to give it a fun little touch. So I'm just going to cut one more of the holly leaf. And then I'm going to get my machine out of the way so we can assemble. So I've also pre-cut some of the phrases. I did Merry and Bright, and I cut that out already and put it into my funnel tray because I'm going to do a fun little trick with using my glitters. So I wanted to show you one thing before I move on to that though, is you can't see because I already peeled it off the front, but I covered a piece of white cardstock front and back with adhesive sheets. The back so that when I go to glue it down, it's easy to glue down, and the front so I can put glitter on it. So I'm going to put them into my funnel tray, and I'm going to cover that with my Pink Fizz. It would help if I opened it. I'm going to cover it with my Pink Fizz glitter real quick. I've got multiple ones of these at my house right now, so I grabbed the one I hadn't opened yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that set aside for a second while I get all these other things out of the way so I can start building up my piece. So I cut my particular frame to a 5x7 opening, And there's the phrases right there so you can kind of see how big these are. I cut mine to a 5x7 piece, and you can see I've already started to lay out some of my pieces I'd pre-cut just so I can get an idea of where I want to lay things. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna tap off the excess glitter. I do recommend burnishing it in so that the glitter really sticks into the adhesive sheet on top. So that can get a little messy, just bear with it. So what I want to do is I want to lay this in before I start kind of laying some of my foliage pieces in. And I forgot to peel off this little part right here, so let me just dab that in real quick and easy, and then I'll just burnish this one in as well. Now because these are more intricate dies, if the back part comes off, that's okay. You can add a little dab of liquid adhesive and they'll go down just as easily as if you had the adhesive sheet. When you're cutting out the more intricate dies, one tool I recommend having in your stash is our Chrome Precision base plate. It cuts them a lot more cleanly than just regular cutting sometimes, because you're cutting so intricate, you want to get into those fine details. That's where the Chrome Precision base plate really comes in handy. Okay, so now I've got all my pieces. I'm gonna just start layering everything down. I'm gonna put the Mary up here. Okay, peel off this back part. That side doesn't want to stick. There we go. And let me peel off this back piece on this one. Like I said, if for some reason you've got glitter on the back part, that's okay. Just apply a little bit of liquid adhesive to there. You don't need a lot, just apply a little bit, and then you will have, it'll lay down flat all with the other pieces. So what I like to do is at least get this in place first. I can always go back in and add glue if I need to make something fit right, but I want to get this into place so that I can then put in my corner pieces. Sorry, I know I'm doing this upside down for you guys, but I need to make sure I line it up right. So now that I've got that into place, I'm gonna peel off the adhesive sheets on the back of my other foliage pieces, and I'm gonna start layering those in. And because I know this is gonna go in a frame, I am gonna kind of scoot everything in a little bit so that it will fit into the window. But I like working in different angles. So if I do something, I might do it at a triangular angle, horizontal, diagonal, all that. I think I find it easier when you're working like that, when you have kind of a layout design that functions across a certain way. It just looks nice. And then I'm gonna lay in my leaves, I think. This direction. So you can see how easy it is to put all of these pieces down because I've put adhesive sheets on the back of everything. It literally just becomes stickers everywhere. And then it makes it 10 times easier to actually put it all into place. And then I'm going to put in my berries into the center of my little holly leaves. if you find that you have glitter coming off your phrase, that's okay. I would recommend putting everything down first and then come back with like maybe a paintbrush or something that collects glitter really well, and then just kind of brushing off the excess glitter. I wouldn't recommend doing it prior to that, because the more you add in and move things around, it's just gonna get messier and messier. And then I've got these little flowers. I'm gonna show you how I layered them up. So I cut out this flower twice, so I'd get 2 larger pieces and 2 smaller pieces. And I layered the 2 larger pieces at the bottom, and then keep moving them around until I get a nice full flower. You could just leave it like this and have more of a looser flower. This one doesn't want to come away from its adhesive sheet. There we go. Got stuck to my hand. So let me just start layering that in. Okay. And then the final touch that I'm going to add on is what I like to do is go through and add some sequins just to add a little bit of that extra flair to it. So what I do first is I'll go through with some express glue, and I'm just going to literally put dots where I want to put sequins. And I'm going to use my gold circles, and there's some really nice little gold circles in here, so I'm just going to tap this into the lid, and then I take my die pick and I just lightly put it into the glue so that it just makes it easy to pick them up and put them down. This is a nice trick for any time you have to put on small little eyes on a little creature, or you want to put in sequins. I just lightly tap it into some glue, and then look how quick and easy those went on. So if you wanted to, I would continue and do that on the other side. You can keep adding in other elements. I'm going to pull up the one I finished so you can see when it's all nice and cleaned up and everything's in there. I added some more gold sequins into the center of it. I added some additional foliage. I added the and in a gold glitter and the dot on the eye. As you can see, I finished gluing everything down because these also got a little bit of glitter on the back side, and I just put some express glue on the back, just little dabs, and they laid down really beautifully. So that's that one, and then I'll bring the other one I did up again just so you can see the difference in the tonal patterns. So this one I actually used the white glitter on top of the cardstock, so it gave it a nice little glitter effect. But I kept that same base of using the gold foliage, but I just changed out the 2 colors into reds and pinks. But I hope you enjoyed these fun little makes. I'm gonna be putting them up in my house in the coming months. It's not quite Christmas time yet, but when the time comes. But these are great for gift giving, for cards, anything like that. You can make little gift tags on presents in the coming months. We will have lots of more content coming to you for these boxes specifically, so be sure to check our social channels for more inspiration in the coming weeks. I hope to see you all again soon.